2, 1. Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be reacting to the story of Ishowspeed. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Oh my god. You know what? I'm just going to cut chat. There you go.
If I told you Ishowspeed was completely broke and constantly got grounded for playing video games at his mom's house?
I've seen the chat, I remember. Oh.
Okay, alright.
Damn.
Every time I'm popping.
Bro, what?
When most people see Ishowspeed,
Damn.
they think of this high energy, crazy, and rich YouTuber that obsesses over Ronaldo.
Bro, I remember when this came out, chat. I remember, or guys.
Ishowspeed wasn't always like this. He was struggling. The background he came
Struggling?
from, he wasn't even supposed to make it. But even when life had him down, he kept on pushing. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys how Ishowspeed went from broke to rich. Now let's go way back to the beginning. Remember when I was saying the chances of Ishowspeed being rich and famous was super low? Yeah, it was difficult. Ishowspeed, otherwise known as Darren Watkins Jr., was born in Cincinnati, Ohio on January 21st, 2005. He wasn't really raised in a traditional household because his parents divorced at an early age. So he was left living back and forth with his mom and dad with his other two siblings. If you're familiar living in a divorced household, y'all know that things get messy. In his early childhood and teenage years, Speed played a lot of football. It was an escape from reality and it kept him away from the noise in his
understand that.
life. It was also something he was super passionate about as well. Had he not been a YouTuber, he said he would have continued his career in football.
Where do you think you'd be without the fame?
I don't know. I'll probably still be playing football. Yeah, I'll be playing football.
He's about to say something. Okay.
What am I about to do?
He's about to say, I was in high school.
But the universe had different plans for Speed. Instead of football, he set himself on a different path, trying to become a YouTuber and streamer. Speed made his YouTube channel in March 2016 when he was still in grade school. He didn't upload any content until the year after in December 2017. His first video was a 2K18 shoot-around clip. In 2018, Speed tried his hand at streaming, in particular Fortnite, but his content wasn't doing very well, and he barely got any viewers. It was mainly because Fortnite was at its peak during this time period, so there was lots of competition.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Already making better Fortnite content, so Speed's videos was lost in the sea. He couldn't rank high enough on search, suggested, or even browse, which are the most common traffic sources on YouTube. Even with that, Speed didn't quit just yet. He tried out Twitch, and it did not work out. Because of this, Speed gave up on YouTube for a little while. He decided to focus on football and school.
I was like in 8th grade when I first started, but I stopped. Yeah, it was 8th grade that I stopped.
It was only until the COVID pandemic in 2020 that one of Speed's friends convinced him to get back into YouTube and start streaming again.
During coronavirus, my friend, he said, yo, bro, you need to stream, bro.
Damn.
He was streaming, so I tried to do what he did, you know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, stream.
So, like, does he have a channel? Or?
Yes, he does, but he stopped streaming, and I kept going, you know what I'm saying?
And that was the best idea he ever had. Speed started to upload more NBA 2K streams, and his channel actually started to take off. By June 2020, he was getting 150 new weeks. A year later, it ended up being 1,000 new subscribers.
1,000?
Weekly? By maintaining an entertaining persona and streaming daily. There's this thing on YouTube called average view duration and watch time. Average view duration measures the percentage of how many people watched your video throughout, and watch time is the number of hours people spent on your video. So the higher your view duration, the higher your watch time. YouTube wants people to stay on their platform and watch more videos, so your video has to be entertaining to get that high viewer duration and watch time. As with YouTube videos, you can kind of manipulate your content by adding fancy edits and great audio to keep viewers' attention. But streaming is a completely different ballgame.
Yeah, it's really different.
Personality, and a great one at that fact. Have you guys ever watched a streamer, sat down and thought, why do people watch this guy? He's so boring. Speed did the complete opposite of that. To maintain viewers' attention, he would have high energy streams with lots of shit talking and charisma. There were so many emotions going on in his streams, from laughter to straight chaos and rage.
I beat it!
Well, bruh. 3, 2.
We can't forget his signature bark too. This made Speed very unpredictable and hilarious. So his audience
Ishowspeed. Wait, that's Ronaldo.
gaming and a crazy persona, Speed's watch time shot up like crazy, thus pushing his live streams to a wider audience. It was even more beneficial for Speed because this was during the pandemic where everybody was at home, so we had nothing else to do but be on our screens. Also, people were watching his full live stream VOD. Streams can be hours long, and if YouTube sees that people are watching your content for literal hours, the algorithm's gonna keep wanting to milk that money machine and push your content even more. It's hard enough to get people to watch a 5-minute YouTube video nowadays because of short attention span. But for somebody to sit down to watch a 2-hour-long stream, oh yeah.
2 hours, bro? Like, I've done that before. It could be longer though.
Knowing that this was a huge opportunity for all of them, the friend that motivated Speed to get back into making content.
Yo, W friend chat. Like, I have a friend. His name's Novak, bro. He's like one of my best friends, bro. He kind of like got me into streaming and like posting videos, chat. Alright, guys, let's go. W
stopped making his own personal videos and decided to become Speed's manager.
Right now, he is my manager. Right now, I'm trying to encourage him to get on.
It's his manager, W, bro. I'm my Novak's friend. I'm his editor.
That's my boy, bro.
So does he live out here?
Nah, we're from the same city and state.
Together, they came up with a bunch of ideas to help grow his channel.
What the
by capitalizing on his rage and freak out content, because people love to watch him.
Yeah, why are they all eating bread?
Especially when they would donate and say dumb things. His fans would then take these clips and upload it onto multiple platforms, such as Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. They would go viral on those platforms, thus pushing more audience to Speed's YouTube channel. These were kind of the early days of what people call now clip farming, where you essentially take a long-form video, cut a bunch of short-form clips you would post on TikTok, Instagram,
clip
Reels,
farming,
and YouTube Shorts, then pray that one of them blows up so it can boost your regular content and your overall presence on social media. Speed's clips were getting millions of views, and I mean like tens of millions.
23.5 million, bro?
This made Speed
no
lots
way.
of public attention and money. Ishowspeed'S most viewed YouTube video has over 215 million views.
215?
CPM and RPM, which means cost per mil and revenue per mil. CPM is how much money advertisers are willing to pay for your content per 1,000 views. YouTube takes a 45% cut, which turns into RPM, which is how much you get paid per 1,000 views. Ishowspeed makes entertainment content, which has an average CPM of $2.74.
$2.74.
45% cut, his RPM would be $1.51.
That's good, so.
I just gave you that info. I'll leave you guys to do the math as to how much Ishowspeed made on that one video.
Wait, chat. Okay, guys, let's do the math real quick. I'm gonna do the math later.
Can't do it yourself, don't worry. I explain it later on in the video, so keep watching.
Oh, okay. You explain it later, chat. Alright, guys.
Subscribers to 300,000. In June 2021, he started doing something a bit different, showing his subscriber count on the screen. Because he was growing so quick, he gamified it and based his streams on how fast he was growing. On June 22nd, 2021, he did his 400,000 subscribers.
400,000?
A bunch of people started unsubscribing to him. They were hoping for him to rage, and he kind of did a little bit. 2 days later, he's about to hit 500,000 subscribers. They do the same exact thing.
Bruh.
Speed freaks out, and everybody loves it again. 3 days later, 600K.
600K?
700K. He then went to bed, woke up June 29, almost at 800K. 12 hours later in that same day, he was gonna hit 1 million.
He's about to hit 1 million?
Almost 24 hours, he gained 300K subs.
What?
And that's not even the craziest part, because the next day on June 30th, he got 1.5 million subs.
What?
As the sub count kept
Oh,
going up,
hell
Speed
no.
started to
What?
venture into other things, such as music. In August of 2021, he dropped
Duty
a song
Booty?
called Duty Booty. I swear I'm not kidding, bro. It was a high quality music video with him barking and twerking with his homies.
This is not high.
Surprisingly, it was received very well. Sitting at over 7 million views now.
7 million?
Dropping more songs. These music videos have garnered hundreds of millions of views. Throughout the third and fourth quarter of 2021, he kept repeating the strategy of streaming, making YouTube videos, music, exaggerating his rage moments, and barking.
Bro was swearing him, bro, in like dog language.
His dad supported his content, and he gave him a lot of
admiration because of it. I love that. You're my inspiration. That was huge, man. Can't touch me, dude.
JTWXX.
Thanks, man.
Can you say hi?
But when it comes to his mom, it's a completely different story.
Damn. Where's his mom?
Stop. Cut it out. Not in my house. And that was just sibling.
These are one of many clips, and it's pretty obvious they don't really have much of a great relationship with each other. It just seems like there's a lot of resentment and tension going on. In his earlier streams, his mom would always come to his room because he would just, you guys know what Speed does. I don't really know the full situation, but Speed would always look sad after their conversations. I gotta wrap things up or get ready to leave.
We're going?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Great.
I'm gonna drop mom off at work.
What time? 8:54. Wait, mom wants to get this done. That was mine. She wants to get a stapler done.
About that right now. You worry about that.
Well, you get this. Okay. So chat, I'm just gonna get changed, but we're gonna keep playing the video.
Ah, bro, let's go, bro. 3 million, bro.
Bro, he was happy, bro, and then he just like gets so sad.
Why you drop internet?
You know why? I asked you to quit cussing. It's cussing.
That makes sense. I'm a grown ass man. In my room doing what I let her do. Grown ass man. Up and around.
It got so wild to the point
Damn.
that Speed's mom wanted him to quit streaming. Especially
Wanted him to
because of all the
quit?
hate comments she was receiving. Speed didn't
Well, then
wanna give
just
up this
don't.
once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of becoming a streamer.
Bro,
He kept
she's
on
so
creating
messed up.
content, and
Well, no,
ultimately she kicked him out.
it's situational, guys. Just look at it from a different perspective.
Me and my mother got into it, okay? I'm not going to say what it was about, but unfortunately, chat, I'm no longer in Ohio no more. Like,
Montre donated $4.99 through Super Chat. We don't care.
I don't even know no more. Chat. Like, what I'm going to do, bro? Like, real thing.
I mean, honestly, I don't blame the mother. Speed was going crazy in his room.
Yeah.
Destroying things and even setting fireworks
Yeah, he said
in his
fire.
house. And she doesn't really understand what he's trying to do with streaming. Even as
Bro,
social
why
media
was
being
that
as
so
wide-scale
dumb?
as it is today, there are still a lot of old people that struggle to understand it. Obviously, our age group completely get how this works. After this dilemma, Speed moved in with his dad in Detroit. His dad was fully supportive with his content.
Detroit.
And continued from there. And I genuinely respect his dad for taking up to his son's passion.
W
Granted, it
dad.
might be annoying. It is something.
Yeah, why did the shirt say gay?
He's making hella money from it. Considering Speed's dad was
Nothing
cool
wrong with
and
that,
Speed's
nothing wrong with
mom
that.
wasn't, I don't think it might be generational. It might just be a personality thing. Some people just have lower tolerance for nonsense. And that was Speed's mom. What's even more funny and cool about his dad is that Ishowspeed'S meat got exposed.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. Show the meat.
This might sound crazy. This is why I stopped
Bro.
shopping on Amazon. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first. Watch this. I can show you how to.
I don't
Getting
care.
kicked out might be the best thing that happened to Speed because now he can do whatever he wants. One of the first things he started doing was collabing with other creators like Aiden Ross. Aiden and Rice Gum found Speed at 100 subs, and they were much more popular than him at the time. As they watched Speed grow, they saw he had a lot of potential. Rice Gum wanted to link up with him, but Aiden wasn't having it. Aiden didn't know him and thought he was weird. I'll let Aiden tell you the story.
I think you were at 100K when I first said that. Rice Gum hit you up, and at first, like, Rice, I don't want this kid here. He might be weird. He just streams and bars. Yeah, Rice Gum takes me low, and I come up there, like, I was like, yo,
excuse me?
please, Mom, yes, baby, everything.
Show the me. Shadow pizza.
Damn.
Damn.
He had a lot of charisma and mostly just acted zesty on the camera to see the reaction. Ishowspeed and Aiden's streaming strategies were based off of shock value, so this was a perfect platform, and Speed just kept the entertainment going. They had a lot of viral moments, and this made Speed's career grow even more. As time went on, Speed grew to the same size as Aiden's influence. People weren't just watching these videos for Speed and Aiden anymore. They wanted to see more of Speed. The more Speed grew, the less he was out of Aiden's shadow. And he started becoming a notable figure in the streaming world. Ishowspeed finally made it in life. By the end of 2021, he ended up with 4 million.
4 million?
Even though Speed was successful, there was still a problem. He was only known in the United States. He needed to tap into other markets and reach people.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's only known in the United States.
Doing this was when a fan asked him who his favorite football player was on a random live stream.
Oh, this is the moment. This is the moment, chat. All right, guys. Suey. Suey.
Ronaldo is the most followed person on Instagram, and he's
Instagram 64 million.
Soccer, otherwise known as football globally, is the biggest sport in the world. Ronaldo gained 30 million subscribers in a month on YouTube, completely demolishing all the Speed's hard work over the half decade. Whether intentionally intentional or not, Speed would obsess over Ronaldo. He'd also say the popular term "sue," which is a very
Suey.
celebration chant Ronaldo makes. Immediately when you're saying this, every soccer and football
Sue.
fan knows what you're talking about.
Sue.
Doing this got him a global fan base because of the obsession. Speed capitalized on this newfound influence and reached by aligning his content more towards football. He would play FIFA, do in real life soccer
Ronaldinho.
matches, make controversial statements and discussions about the sport, mostly by shit talking Messi and admiring Ronaldo.
Stop putting Messi in my clip, dog. Stop putting. I don't want to see this. So you know I don't like Messi, right?
I don't know you don't like him. I know you like Ronaldo, but you can appreciate Messi being good as well, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Messi, like, really might be the worst football player in the world.
Speed artificially creating this tension amongst his fans stirred up controversy, which gained him more attention. Football is a global sport, and Speed understanding that doing this would gain him more reach is a clear testament to his genius. What was even
He's
more
genius.
wild was when he was streaming the World Cup, he wanted France to
Alright, hold on.
Argentina to lose. Argentina had Messi, and Speed hates him. So if they won, you have to wear their jersey. France lost, Argentina won. And this is what Speed did.
Oh my god, he has to change. It's the moment that started all chat. Or that may have just made it crazy. Damn.
This was honestly crazy, and it pissed off a lot of people globally. But it was all of Speed's magic.
The recording stopped here for now because I had to go somewhere, but now I have the recording, so here it is. Sorry guys, I had to leave or something. Oh wow. That's loud. I don't fucking care. Oh. Subtitles, huh?
This was honestly crazy, and it pissed off a lot of people globally. But it was all of Speed's master plan and gained him a lot of attention regardless. Most of the world doesn't speak English as their main language, and although being an English speaker, Speed managed to reach everybody.
Everybody.
Because you don't have to understand Speed's words to get his content. All you have to see is the crazy stuff like this. And you get a reaction from it. Laughter, rage, sadness, it's all universal. Non-verbal actions are just as important as verbal. Especially with the fact that
non-verbal is just as important as verbal.
Is mostly non-verbal. Speed's physical and visual humor showcases this very well. On top of being a global superstar, he actually finally met Ronaldo. Ronaldo's son loves Speed's videos. So they found a way to make things work. I love you, bro. This further boosted Speed's influence and reach, as this was a legendary meetup that's been cooking up for years. This is one of the many big moves that caused Speed to become one of the most watched streamer in the world. He broke the world record for having the most viewers at one time. Over 1,043,000 people watching.
During the stream in Indonesia, he hit a staggering 1.04 million concurrent viewers, which not only smashed his previous current record of 615,000, but he also hit 904,000.
He got 400.
He did back in 2020. And what's even more impressive is that if you look at the top 10, 6 of them were actually achieved during the pandemic when everyone was locked inside.
That makes sense.
These were captive viewers.
I mean, it makes sense why they were like broken in the pandemic because like everyone was home.
A lot easier to do back then. Speed, on the other hand, he's done this in 2024. That's a whole new playing field.
Speed has made it so big. He's even shifting the entertainment
Ginger guy?
Hollywood directors are saying people aren't watching movies because of streamers like Speed, and that him and other streamers are destroying the business. Being a streamer or content creator is like being a new age movie star. It's crazy to think Speed started this all in his messy bedroom. He's not even 20 yet. He's still 19, and he's making millions.
Still 19?
On to my next segment. How much does Ishowspeed really make? In this section, we'll be calculating Speed's income sources and his final estimated net worth. Let's start off with what I let you guys off earlier in this video. Speed's most viewed video.
Alright, let's listen.
Speed's most viewed YouTube video has 215 million views. The average CPM for an entertainment channel like Speed is $2.74. After YouTube takes their 45% cut, Speed's CPM turns into something called RPM, which means revenue per thousand views. Speed's RPM is $1.51. So with a CPM of $2.74, Speed would have made $589,000 15 million viewed video. Obviously, YouTube has to take their 45% cut. The total revenue Speed takes away is $324 $64,000 off of one video, which is still a lot of money.
Yeah, still a lot.
Really insane when you consider Speed's other content. Now let's combine all of Speed's views and see how much he's made throughout his YouTube career off of just ad revenue. Currently, Speed has 4 known official YouTube channels. If we take all the views from those channels, Speed would have a combined total of 7.6 billion views.
What?
Of $2.70.
What the fuck?
Speed would have made a combined total of $21 million
I'm sorry, what?
ad revenue from all of his YouTube channels. But unfortunately, YouTube takes their 45% cut, so Speed's actually taking away $11.5 million off his combined
That's still a lot.
from all his channels. And this is barely scratching the surface. Speed still gets money
Sorry,
from
what?
sponsorships,
Oh my
donations,
God.
merchandise, and much more. But let's take it one at a time and see how much Speed makes off of live stream donations. Now, this one's a bit tricky because there isn't really a consistent amount you can earn per stream. As with one day you could earn $1,000 and then the next day you earn $10,000. It just depends on who's crazy enough to donate you that much money and how many viewers you have. So let's do a little bit of hypothetical math. The common donation conversion rate that top streamers usually get is around 0.5%, and the average donation a viewer gives a streamer is around $5. Ishowspeed usually averages around 3 to 4 million viewers per stream, not concurrently, but when the full stream is uploaded. Because not everybody's gonna have time to watch the whole stream. Sometimes people come for 10 minutes and then leave, but it still counts as a view. And obviously he has outlier videos that perform much better or worse, but let's just go with a realistic 3 to 4 million. So with around 3 to 4 million viewers, the 0.5% conversion rate would be around 15,000 to 20,000 donations per stream. Now with an average donation of $5, Speed could be making approximately 75,000 to 100,000 in donations per stream. Unfortunately, YouTube takes a 30% cut from donations. They're called super chats. So Speed's actual earnings would be around $52,500 to $70,000 per stream. Over the course of a month, Speed would make $900,000 to $1.6 million a month. With the 30% cut from YouTube, it would be more like $630,000 to $1.1 million per month. Now, over the course of a year, Speed would be making $10.8 to $19.2 million a year of stream donation. After YouTube's 30% cut, Speed would be taking away $7.56 million to $13.44 million a year off of donations alone. That's like the ultimate charity, bro. Next, we have revenue from Speed's YouTube members. Being a YouTube member for a creator's channel means that you pay a certain amount of money a month to support that creator and you get something back from it. Whether that be exclusive content, member-only updates, and other stuff. It's kind of like a Netflix subscription, but for your favorite creator. On Speed's most recent stream, at the time I'm recording this, he has 17,045 channel members with 3 different tiers, from 99 cents to $3.99 and $4.99. Because the ranges are so different, we can try to find a logical average. It's reasonable to assume that a significant amount of Speed subscribers might opt in for the middle tier, $3.99, or the lowest, 99 cents. So let's make an estimated average that 30% of the subscribers bought the 99 cents, 50% bought the $3.99, and 20% bought the $4.99. That would mean 5,133 people bought 99 cents, 8,523 bought $3.99, and 3,409 people bought the $4.99. If we multiply the tiers by the amount of people, for the 99-cent tier, we get $5,062. For $3.99, we get $33,965. $4.99, we get $16,994. If we add all of that together, Speed would be making $55,000 a month from YouTube membership.
Oh, hell no.
Speed would be making around $660,000 a year from membership.
Bro is like the richest person. Never mind.
So Speed's actual takeaway earnings monthly would be $38,500.
I mean, it's still a lot, chat. Like, every money he makes is like a lot.
Next, let's talk about how much Speed makes from merchandise. Speed has periodical
merchandise.
Drop, and currently each one of his t-shirts are going for $25 from his Asia tour series.
Hey, not bad. That's not a bad price. Could be worse.
Let's do some logical estimates. On average, most successful YouTubers have around 1 to 5% of their subscribers purchase their merchandise. For Ishowspeed,
1 to 5%.
Estimated 2% for a realistic approach, considering his popularity and active fan engagement. So Speed currently has 32.5 million subscribers, and 2% of his fans buy his merch. That would mean Speed would have 650,000 loyal fans that actively buy his merch. Those fans buy a $25 shirt, Speed could potentially make $16,250,000 off of one merch drop.
No way, bro.
Merch drop. He could do
only one
a year if he wanted.
What?
That's not realistic. Making merch and shipping it all out is a lot of planning. And don't get me started on the fees, expenses, and taxes you have to go through. So we might not even get to keep all that money. Now let's get into Speed's assets, such as his houses and cars. Around a year ago, Speed showcased his $10 million house located in Davie, Florida. It comes fully furnished with a bunch of bedrooms that I can't be bothered to count and a giant pool. He also owns a $500,000
$500,000
collection that consists of a custom-made Lamborghini Huracan inspired by Ronaldo. America's #1 sports book is here, Missouri.
FanDuel makes it so easy to get.
Bro, I don't care. Skip.
That's like the whole point of winning.
It wasn't close to the mic.
What if you can create your own website by saying,
Not
"This is what I
again.
want." With Wix, you can.
Cristiano Ronaldo is what I'm saying. Cristiano Ronaldo is
And a Lamborghini Urus.
No way.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm jealous. That car is so beautiful. I love cars, and stepping in one of those would be a dream. Oh, we can't forget Speed also makes money from music.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bro, I remember when that came out, bro.
20,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Almost 1 million. With that being said, Spotify
Almost
has
a
an
million?
average payout of, I can't believe I'm saying this, but 0.4 cents per stream. So if you
Son.
multiply his monthly streams
No way,
by
bro.
revenue, he would be earning around $3,700 a month off of Spotify.
That's it?
Only. Over the course of a year, that's $44,000
Oh.
with just Spotify. And if we assume he has his
Still
music
up.
on other platforms like Apple Music, YouTube Music, and Amazon Music, we can say these platforms bring in 50 to 100% more revenue. So his
Damn.
additional earnings could be 1,800 to 3,700 a month, bringing him another 22,000 to 44,000 a year. If we add up all of his earnings from all of his streaming platforms, Ishowspeed could be earning up to 5,500 to 7,300 a month with just music, which would potentially make Speed's annual earnings from music 66,000 to 88,000 a year.
66,000?
It's not even like Speed is a serious artist. He's just doing this for fun. And you can't forget about sponsorships. That's one of the main bread and butters of revenue streams for creators. I couldn't really find much detail about how much
a lot of
Speed
revenue.
charges for sponsorships online, so we're gonna have to do some estimates. First, let's consider a couple factors. Speed has the ability to consistently engage millions of viewers and create viral moments. Given his influence over a younger, tech-savvy demographic, brands will be likely to pay a lot of money for access to his audience. So I'm guessing Speed could be charging 100,000 to
Getting clicked by Ben.
250,000 per sponsor.
What?
If a brand works with Speed for a longer period of time, or ask him to talk about the product more often in his videos, they might pay him even more money. If these sponsorships
Even
are
more?
a monthly occurrence, Speed could be earning 1.2 million to 3 million a year.
1.2 to 3 million?
Next, let's dive into Speed's earnings from
Oh my god, bro.
TikTokers
Like,
get paid through creativity
chat, like,
fund or the
guys, you'll never
creativity
stop it, bro. It's like a never-ending hole.
YouTube does, which is RPM. And that basically just means how much you earn per 1,000 views. These
Per
RPMs can
1,000?
fluctuate from 20 cents to $8 per 1,000 views.
Wow.
This depends on your niche, country, or audience location. Because Speed's content is entertainment and his audience is worldwide, with him based primarily in the US, I'm assuming his RPM is maybe around the average range of 50 cents per 1,000 views.
Wait, that's it? Bro, what is with my internet, chat? Or guys? We'll be back. Actually, I messed it up. Hold on. Oh my god, it just stopped working, guys. Alright, hold on. Didn't I tell you I was fun to work? Hello? I have internet. What's going on? Get the f on my screen.
With him based primarily in the US, I'm assuming his RPM is maybe around the average range of 50 cents per 1,000
50 cents?
views.
That's still good. Oh my.
Be higher or lower.
Okay, there we
I
go.
want to be safe with the numbers. I don't want to overestimate. With that being said, Speed doesn't post much on TikTok. He's only uploaded 24 videos from September 2021 to September 2024. That gives us an average of 8 uploads a year, and on average, each video gets 103 million views. So if we do the math
103 million?
8 uploads yearly is around 830 million views a year. Using
Oh my
the
god.
RPM calculation, my estimate is that Speed is making $415,000.
415,000?
That's a lot of money for just dancing on the camera and doing funny football tricks. Now here's the best part. Ishowspeed's final net worth. If we combine all of Speed's income sources,
alright guys, we're gonna find out his net worth.
And cars, within this short period of being a full-time content creator for 5 years,
5 years?
Speed's final estimated net worth would be $55 million.
55 million?
To say to that. I have never seen that much money.
It's like
in
half
my
of a
life.
billion.
I'm sure you haven't too, unless your family's rich. Even though Speed makes a lot of money, unfortunately, the government always has to get involved. So we have to figure out his net worth after taxes. Considering Speed's $10 million of property is in Florida. I'm assuming that's a small base of operation. Florida doesn't have state income tax, so we only have to calculate the federal taxes. If Ishowspeed's final net worth is $55 million, the federal tax bracket for Speed would be 37%. So Ishowspeed's net worth after taxes would be $34,650,000.
That's still a lot. That's like crazy still.
Crazy how the government can swipe $20 million just like that. But it's a good thing tax deductibles are a thing. Regardless, though, Ishowspeed turned his challenges into opportunities. Each controversy and viral moment fuels growth, allowing him to make entertaining and relatable content. The strategy helped him build a diverse
Speed is like top 5 humans out.
Speed's journey is a testament
But yeah,
to saying
sometimes
anybody
his
that
clips
started
are a
from
bit
nothing
crazy.
can make it to the top if they try hard enough and they're in the right environment.
Wait, guys, I'm gonna go 5 for 5 for on top humans. Nah, I'm kidding. Flight's number 1.
Self-doubt yourself and you don't think there's a way, there's always a way. But who am I to tell you that? Let me allow Speed to give you the advice.
Ain't no way, boy. It is a
Oh,
bro.
he's about to hit a million.
No way, bro. I'm gonna say it is a way. Stop saying this. I'm telling you, bro. If you gonna have that mentality, you feel me like bring your whole look. I don't know if I can. I don't know if this. I'm not sure. Oh, don't be the bitch.
Alright. Well, guys, that was the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Hope you guys also live a good life, and thanks for clicking on this video. See y'all in the next video.